So what do you do when your kids say things to you that are very upsetting, maybe very hostile comments, maybe even violent threats, or sound like violent threats? We have a question from Anita today, and she says, we were suggested the 1-2-3 Magic book for my 5-year-old son mid last year by a psychologist here in Adelaide, Australia. It worked wonders, and we had great success at home and at school. However, our summer holidays started in mid-December, and since the break, our 5-year-old has gone back to having major tantrums and aggression, wishing his family would die. He hates us. He wants someone to chop Daddy's head off. He needs a gun to protect himself from the bad guys getting into his room at night. The hurtful things he says are horrible, and he's wishing violence on his family, which worries me. I should add that 3 minutes later, he is screaming how much he needs his family and he loves us. We are due to go back to our psychologist next week, but I just wondered if this is something other kids say. How can I get him to stop saying these horrible things? Anita, I think it's probably not a big problem, but here's what I would suggest. First, go back and reread 1-2-3 Magic, Chapter 10, which is the 6 kinds of testing and manipulation. And this is likely Tactic 2, which is intimidation or temper. The question is, when he says this stuff, does it follow immediately upon a major frustration that he has with you because you wouldn't let him do something, or you counted him, or you did something that really made him angry? If that's the case, it's more likely testing and manipulation, and those aren't really his thoughts, because you mentioned he also comes up with very loving, positive thoughts as well. So to get your perspective on it, if it's testing and manipulation, it follows frustration. And yes, a lot of 5-year-olds and 4-year-olds will say, I'm going to kill you, and other horrible things, which they don't really mean. Second thing is, since you already have a psychologist, after you reread Chapter 10 about testing and manipulation, take the book in with you and discuss what I'm discussing here with the psychologist. Try and get a perspective on this. I think chances are you'll be reassured and feel better. And then with the psychologist, you need to discuss how to manage it. You can either count it or ignore it. So that's my take on that, and good luck.